The scene opens with the glittering lights of Manhattan, New York, as the camera pans across a luxurious rooftop ballroom at a high-end hotel. The chatter of elite guests fills the air, clinking glasses and soft jazz creating an atmosphere of sophistication. The narrator's voice, warm yet intriguing, cuts through. Welcome to a story of love, betrayal, and redemption, set in the heart of New York City. Tonight, in this dazzling ballroom, a single moment will spark a journey that will tug at your heartstrings. Meet Isabella Thompson, a woman whose beauty hides a broken heart, and whose story will leave you questioning, can love truly conquer all? The camera zooms in on Isabella Thompson, or Bella as her friends call her, standing nervously at the edge of the crowd. She's a striking woman in her late 20s, with expressive eyes and a hesitant smile. But something's off. She's draped in an old, tattered shawl that clashes with the elegance of her surroundings. Guests whisper, casting curious glances. Bella fidgets, clutching the shawl tightly, her discomfort palpable. The narrator continues, Bella works at a property management office in the Upper East Side, a job that keeps her busy but doesn't heal the scars left by a 6-year relationship gone wrong. Tonight, she's here representing her company at a cocktail party hosted by the powerful Reynolds Group. But why is she hiding under that shawl? Enter Alexander Reynolds, or Alex, the charismatic CEO of Reynolds Group. In his early 40s, Alex exudes confidence, his tailored suit and sharp gaze commanding the room. He notices Bella from across the ballroom, intrigued by her odd choice of accessory. The narrator sets the stage. Alex Reynolds is used to getting what he wants, but Bella is about to challenge everything he knows. Watch closely, because what happens next will set this story ablaze. Alex weaves through the crowd, his eyes locked on Bella. She tries to blend into the background, but he's too quick. He stops in front of her, a playful smirk on his face. Alex, that shawl looks like it's seen better days. Mind if I help you out? Bella, startled, clutches it tighter. Bella, I'm fine, thank you, just here for work. But Alex, ever the showman, doesn't back down. Before Bella can protest, he gently but firmly tugs the shawl away, letting it fall to the floor. The crowd gasps. Underneath, Bella is wearing a stunning emerald green gown that hugs her figure, sparkling under the chandelier light. Her beauty is breathtaking, and for a moment the room falls silent. Alex is visibly stunned, his smirk replaced by awe. The narrator chimes in. In that instant, Bella transformed from an overlooked wallflower to the star of the night. But don't be fooled. This isn't a fairy tale yet. Bella's heart belongs to someone else, or at least it did. Bella's cheeks flush with embarrassment and anger. She snatches the shawl back, her voice sharp. Bella? That was rude. If you'll excuse me, I have work to do. She storms off, leaving Alex speechless and the guests buzzing. He tries to follow, but she's already gone, slipping into the elevator. The narrator's voice grows serious. Bella's not just hiding her beauty, she's hiding her pain. 6 months ago, the man she loved for 6 years, Lucas Bennett, broke her heart. Now she's caught in a storm of emotions, unsure if she can ever love again. But tonight's encounter with Alex is just the beginning. The scene shifts to Bella on the subway, heading home to her modest apartment. She stares out the window, the city lights blurring as she clutches the shawl. A flashback shows her and Lucas laughing in Central Park, his arm around her, promising forever. The memory fades, and Bella's eyes glisten with unshed tears. The narrator introduces the stakes. Bella's world is about to get more complicated. There's Noah Phillips, her loyal friend who's hiding a love he's afraid to confess. There's Chloe Mitchell, Noah's ambitious ex, who'll stop at nothing to reclaim him. And then there's Hannah Reynolds, Alex's sister, whose secret with Lucas could change everything. The camera pans to Bella's workplace, a sleek property management office in a high-rise. She's at her desk, surrounded by files and a computer running Yardi software. Noah, a kind-eyed man in his 30s, drops by with coffee, his smile warm. Noah, rough night at the party? You okay? Bella forces a smile, but her thoughts are elsewhere. The narrator poses a question. Will Bella find the strength to move on, or will the ghosts of her past pull her back? And what about Alex, the CEO who saw something special in her? Is he a new beginning or just another complication? The scene ends with Bella looking at an old photo of her and Lucas on her phone, her finger hovering over the delete button. The narrator wraps up. Join us as we follow Bella's journey through love, heartbreak, and maybe, just maybe, a second chance. Stick around, because this story is only getting started. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience eager for more. The scene opens with a soft morning glow over New York City, the camera gliding past brownstone buildings and bustling sidewalks in the Upper East Side. Isabella Thompson, or Bella, steps off a subway train, her face tired but determined. She's dressed in a simple blazer and skirt, professional yet understated, clutching a coffee cup as she heads to work. The narrator's voice, warm and empathetic, draws the audience in. Bella Thompson's life looks ordinary on the surface, a property manager navigating the chaos of New York's real estate world. But beneath her calm exterior lies a heart still bleeding from betrayal. 6 years of love, promises, and dreams, all shattered by the man she thought she'd marry. Can she find a way to heal, or will the past keep her trapped? The camera follows Bella into the sleek office of Elite Property Management, a high-rise, buzzing with activity. Colleagues tap away at computers running Yardi software, answering calls about tenant complaints. Bella sits at her desk, sorting through lease agreements, but her mind is elsewhere. The narrator sets the emotional stakes. 6 months ago, Bella's world fell apart when she discovered Lucas Bennett, her boyfriend of 6 years, had betrayed her. Now, every day is a battle to move forward, but memories of Lucas haunt her like shadows. A flashback begins, the screen fading to a golden afternoon in Central Park 2 years ago. Bella and Lucas, both in their late 20s, walk hand in hand, laughing as they share an ice cream cone. Lucas, handsome with a boyish grin, pulls her close. Lucas, you know, Bella, one day we'll have a little house, maybe in Brooklyn, you, me, and a dog. Sound good? Bella beams, her eyes sparkling with trust. Bella, as long as you're there, it's perfect. The flashback shifts to a painful moment 6 months ago. Bella stands frozen outside a Greenwich Village cafe, watching through the window as Lucas sits with Hannah Reynolds, a colleague from his marketing firm. Their hands touch, their smiles intimate. Bella's coffee cup slips from her hand, splashing on the sidewalk. Tears well up as she turns and walks away. The narrator's voice is heavy with sympathy. That moment broke something in Bella, a wound that refuses to heal. She loved Lucas with everything she had, but love, it seems, wasn't enough. Back in the present, Bella stares at her phone, scrolling through old Instagram posts of her and Lucas. A photo of them at a Yankees game catches her eye, his arm around her, both smiling. Her finger hovers over the delete button, but she can't bring herself to press it. The narrator reflects. How do you erase 6 years of your life? For Bella, every photo, every memory, is a reminder of what was and what might have been. The office door swings open, and Noah Phillips enters, carrying 2 coffee cups. Noah, in his early 30s, has a warm smile and kind eyes that linger on Bella a little too long. He sets a coffee on her desk. Noah, thought you could use a pick-me-up. Long day already? Bella forces a smile, tucking her phone away. Bella. Just the usual tenant drama, thanks, Noah. Noah hesitates, sensing her mood. Noah, you sure you're okay? You've been quiet lately. If you need to talk, I'm here. Bella nods, but her thoughts drift back to Lucas. The narrator hints at Noah's feelings. Noah Phillips has been Bella's rock, her friend through every crisis. But what Bella doesn't see is the love in his eyes, a love he's too afraid to confess. Will he ever find the courage, or will he stay in the shadows of her past? The scene shifts to Bella's family apartment in Queens, a cozy but cluttered space filled with photos and knickknacks. Bella sits at the dinner table with her mother, Patricia Thompson, a no-nonsense woman in her late 50s, and her brother, Ryan, a practical guy in his early 30s. Patricia chops vegetables with vigor, her voice sharp. "Patricia, Isabella, you're wasting your youth pining over that Lucas. 6 years, and what did he give you? Heartbreak. You need someone stable, someone who can give you a future." Bella sighs, poking at her food. "Bella, Mom, I'm fine. I have my job, my life. I don't need a man to fix things." Ryan chimes in, leaning back in his chair. "Ryan, come on, Bella. You're smart, you're pretty. I know a guy from my gym, owns a startup. Let me set you up." Bella rolls her eyes, a faint smile breaking through. "Bella, you sound like a matchmaker from the 1800s. "I'm good, Ryan." Patricia slams a carrot on the cutting board, her tone exasperated. "Patricia, you dress like a receptionist, not a manager. If you put in some effort, you'd have men lining up. Stop living in the past." The narrator injects humor. Patricia Thompson means well, but her idea of helping is a mix of tough love and unsolicited fashion advice. For Bella, family dinners are less about food and more about dodging lectures. Later that night, Bella sits alone in her bedroom, scrolling through Instagram again. She stumbles on a post from Lucas, a photo of him at a work event, smiling confidently. Her heart aches, but she notices a comment from Hannah Reynolds, a heart emoji. Bella's jaw tightens, and she tosses her phone aside. The narrator deepens the emotional weight. Every click, every post pulls Bella back to Lucas. She wants to hate him, to forget him, but love doesn't let go so easily, and somewhere, deep down, she wonders, does he still think of her? The scene shifts to a cozy cafe in Greenwich Village, where Bella meets Noah for a late coffee. The place is warm with fairy lights and the hum of conversation. Noah tries to cheer her up, sharing a funny story about a tenant who complained about a haunted dishwasher. Bella laughs, but her smile fades when Noah gently probes. "Noah, Bella, you've been off since that party. Is it Lucas? You can tell me." Bella hesitates, her voice soft. "Bella, I saw him on Instagram. He's moved on, Noah. Why can't I?" Noah's face softens, but a flicker of pain crosses his eyes. He reaches for her hand, but stops himself. "Noah, you're stronger than you think. You'll get there. Just give it time." The narrator underscores the tension. Noah wants to be more than Bella's friend, but her heart is still tethered to Lucas. And as Bella struggles to let go, new storms are brewing. Hannah Reynolds carries a secret that could shatter everything, and Chloe Mitchell is about to stir up trouble. The scene ends with Bella walking home through the city, the neon lights of Times Square reflecting in her eyes. She passes a street musician playing a soulful tune, and for a moment, she pauses, lost in thought. The narrator poses a question. Can Bella break free from the chains of her past, or will Lucas's betrayal define her future? And what role will Noah play in her story? A friend? Or something more? Stay with us, because Bella's journey is about to take a dramatic turn. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience emotionally invested. The scene opens with a vibrant morning in New York's Upper East Side, the camera sweeping past chic boutiques and dog walkers in Central Park. The city hums with energy, but inside the elite property management office, tension is brewing. Isabella Thompson, or Bella, stands at a copier, her face drawn as she processes lease agreements. The narrator's voice, charged with anticipation, pulls the audience deeper. Bella Thompson thought her biggest battle was forgetting Lucas Bennett, the man who broke her heart. But New York never lets things stay simple. Two women are about to shake up her world, Chloe Mitchell and Hannah Reynolds. Will Bella stand her ground, or will the drama pull her under? The office is a flurry of activity, with phones ringing and colleagues juggling tenant requests. Bella's desk is piled with files, her computer screen glowing with Yardi software. She glances at her phone, hesitating, then opens Instagram. A new post from Lucas catches her eye, a polished photo from a marketing conference. Her heart skips, but a comment from Hannah Reynolds, a subtle smiley face, stings like a slap. Bella shuts her phone off, her jaw tight. The narrator sets the stage. Bella's trying to move on, but every glimpse of Lucas pulls her back. And now, a new storm is coming, one that's been brewing in the shadows of her workplace. The office door swings open, and Chloe Mitchell struts in, her high heels clicking with purpose. Chloe, in her late 20s, is all sharp edges and calculated charm, her designer blazers screaming ambition. She's Noah Phillips' ex-girlfriend, and her presence sends a ripple through the room. Bella looks up, wary. Chloe smirks, tossing her hair. Chloe? Bella, still buried in paperwork? You must love playing the martyr. Bella keeps her tone even, refusing to take the bait. Bella? Just doing my job, Chloe. What brings you here? Chloe leans against Bella's desk, her voice dripping with fake sweetness. Chloe. Oh, just checking on Noah. He's been so distracted lately, and I hear it's because of you. Bella's eyes narrow, but before she can respond, Noah enters, his face clouding at the sight of Chloe. The narrator hints at Chloe's motives. Chloe Mitchell didn't just walk into Bella's life. She stormed in with a mission. Once Noah's girlfriend, she left him for a richer catch, only to return when she sensed Noah slipping away. But Bella's not the type to back down. Noah steps between them, his voice firm. Noah? Chloe, you don't work here. If you've got something to say it outside. Chloe laughs, unfazed, and pulls out her phone. Chloe, relax, Noah. I'm just catching up with old friends. Oh, and Bella, check Instagram stories, you're trending. Bella frowns, grabbing her phone. She opens Instagram and finds a story posted by Chloe, a blurry photo of Bella and Noah laughing at the cafe, captioned, "Property manager or gold digger? Who's Bella really after?" The office goes quiet as colleagues sneak glances. Bella's cheeks burn, but she keeps her composure. Bella. Real mature, Chloe. If you're jealous, just say it. Chloe smirks, but Noah cuts in, his voice low and angry. Noah, that's enough. Delete it, now. Chloe shrugs, sauntering out, but the damage is done. The narrator underscores the tension. Chloe's poison is spreading and Bella's reputation is on the line, but Chloe's not the only one stirring trouble. Across town, another secret is about to unravel, one that ties Bella to Lucas in ways she never imagined. The scene shifts to a sleek marketing firm in Midtown, where Lucas Bennett sits in a meeting, distracted. Hannah Reynolds, Alex's younger sister, approaches him after the meeting. Hannah, in her early 30s, is poised but visibly stressed, her hand resting on her stomach. She pulls Lucas aside. Hannah, we need to talk, Lucas. This can't wait. Lucas sighs, running a hand through his hair. Lucas, Hannah, I told you I'm figuring things out. Hannah's voice trembles, but she holds her ground. Hannah, figuring things out? I'm pregnant, Lucas. Your child, my brother's already asking questions. You need to step up. Lucas looks away, his face a mix of guilt and frustration. The camera zooms in on a small bouquet of flowers on his desk, the same kind Bella loves. The narrator reveals a twist. Lucas hasn't been as cold as Bella thinks. Those anonymous flowers she's been receiving, the ones she thought were from a client, they're from him. But with Hannah's pregnancy, Lucas is caught in a web he can't escape. Back at the property management office, Bella tries to focus, but the Instagram story weighs on her. Noah pulls her into a quiet conference room, his expression earnest. Noah, don't let Chloe get to you. She's just trying to mess with your head. Bella forces a smile, but her voice cracks. Bella, it's not just her, Noah. It's everything. Lucas, Hannah, now this. I feel like I'm drowning. Noah hesitates, then speaks softly. Noah, you're not alone, Bella. I'm here. Always. The moment is tender, but Bella pulls back, unsure. The narrator hints at Noah's struggle. Noah's heart is screaming to tell Bella he loves her, but her pain is a wall he can't climb. And just when things couldn't get worse, a familiar face is about to make waves. The scene shifts to the office lobby, where Dorothy Phillips, Noah's mother, marches in. Dorothy, in her late 50s, is a force of nature, her sensible cardigan and stern glare intimidating the staff. She spots Bella and heads straight for her. "Dorothy. Isabella Thompson, we need to talk now." Bella, caught off guard, follows Dorothy to a corner. Dorothy's voice is sharp but controlled. "Dorothy, I heard about you and Noah. Let me be clear, my son has a bright future and I won't let anyone drag him down. Especially not someone with your baggage." Bella's eyes flash with defiance. "Bella, with all due respect, Mrs. Phillips, Noah and I are just friends. Maybe you should talk to him instead of accusing me." Dorothy huffs, but Bella holds her gaze, unyielding. The narrator injects humor. Dorothy Phillips doesn't mince words, but Bella's no pushover. Still, Dorothy's not the only one with opinions. She's about to make a scene that'll have the whole office talking. Later that day, Dorothy lingers in the office, inspecting the staff. She stops by Megan Carter's desk, a bubbly colleague in her 20s, and frowns at her outfit. "Dorothy, is this a property office or a fashion runway? Your skirts look like they're advertising something other than leases." Bank teller. Bella chuckles. A brief moment of levity. The narrator keeps the momentum. Bella's holding it together, but the pressure's mounting. Chloe's rumors, Hannah's secret, and Dorothy's disapproval are closing in. And somewhere, Lucas is wrestling with his own regrets. The scene shifts to Lucas at his apartment, staring at a photo of him and Bella on his phone. He types a message, "I'm sorry, Bella," then deletes it. The camera pans to a delivery receipt for flowers, addressed to Bella's office. The narrator builds suspense. Lucas is reaching out, but will Bella ever know? And what happens when Hannah's pregnancy comes to light? The drama's only getting hotter, and Bella's about to face her toughest test yet. The final shot shows Bella walking through Central Park at dusk, the skyline glowing in the distance. She pauses by a fountain, her reflection wavering in the water. The narrator poses a question. Can Bella weather this storm, or will the weight of betrayal and gossip break her? And what role will Noah play when the truth comes out? Stay tuned, because the heart of this story is about to beat louder. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience hooked. The scene opens with a lively afternoon in New York's Upper East Side, the camera capturing the vibrant energy of a resident fair at the heart of Bella's managed community. Colorful tents line the courtyard of the high-rise complex, offering BBQ, face painting, and live music from a local indie band. Families mingle, kids chase balloons, and the air smells of grilled burgers and cotton candy. Isabella Thompson, or Bella, stands at a booth handing out flyers for elite property management, her smile professional but strained. The narrator's voice, charged with suspense, draws the audience in. Bella Thompson has been fighting to keep her heart intact, dodging rumors, family pressure, and the ghost of her ex, Lucas Bennett. But today, at this sunny resident fair, her world is about to turn upside down. A single moment will force her to face her deepest fears, and the choice she makes could change everything. Bella adjusts a stack of flyers, her eyes scanning the crowd. She's dressed in a crisp blazer and skirt, but her mind is elsewhere, replaying the Instagram rumor from Chloe Mitchell and the sting of seeing Lucas's name linked with Hannah Reynolds. The narrator sets the emotional stage. Bella's heart is a battlefield, torn between the past she can't forget and the future she's afraid to embrace. And today, someone's about to make a move that will shake her to her core. Noah Phillips approaches, carrying 2 iced lemonades, his warm smile cutting through Bella's tension. Noah, in a casual polo and jeans, looks at ease among the residents, but his eyes linger on Bella with unspoken longing. He hands her a drink. "Noah, you look like you could use a break." "This fair's a hit thanks to you." Bella takes the lemonade, managing a small laugh. "Bella, just doing my job, though I swear if one more tenant asks about parking permits, I'm hiding in the office." Noah. "Bella, you've been caring too much lately. I wish you'd let me help. I wish you'd let me help." Bella looks away, her fingers tightening around the cup. The narrator hints at the coming storm. Noah's been Bella's anchor, but his heart's been whispering a truth he can't ignore. Today, he's done waiting. Get ready, because what happens next will leave you speechless. The fair grows livelier as the band strikes up a upbeat tune. Residents gather around a small stage where the property manager is about to give a speech. Bella steps up, microphone in hand, her voice steady as she thanks everyone for coming. The crowd claps, and she starts to step down, but Noah gently grabs her arm. Noah, hold on, Bella. I've got something to say. The crowd quiets, curious. Bella frowns, confused. As Noah takes the microphone, he turns to face her, his eyes shining with determination. The narrator builds anticipation. In front of hundreds of residents, Noah Phillips is about to bare his soul. This isn't just a speech, it's a leap of faith. Noah clears his throat, his voice steady but thick with emotion. Noah, Bella Thompson, you're the strongest person I know. You light up this place even when you're hurting. I've watched you fight through pain, and I can't stay quiet anymore. You're my best friend, but you're also my everything. You're the medicine to my heart, and I want you in my life, forever. He drops to one knee, pulling a small velvet box from his pocket. The crowd gasps, then erupts in cheers. Bella's eyes widen, her hand covering her mouth. Noah opens the box, revealing a simple but elegant ring. Noah, Isabella Thompson, will you marry me? The residents chant, marry him, marry him. Kids wave balloons and phones are out, recording the moment. Bella's face is a mix of shock and panic, her heart pounding. The narrator captures her turmoil. For Bella, this moment is a dream and a nightmare. Noah's love is real, but her heart still tangled in Lucas's shadow. What will she say? Bella steps back, her voice barely a whisper. Bella, Noah, I need time. I'm sorry. The crowd falls silent, the air heavy with awkwardness. Noah's smile falters, but he nods, closing the box. Noah, I understand. Take all the time you need. He steps off the stage, the crowd parting for him. Bella stands frozen, tears welling up as the band awkwardly resumes playing. The narrator reflects. Noah laid his heart bare, but Bella's not ready to let go of her past. And as the fair carries on, another storm is brewing, one that starts with Noah's mother. The scene shifts to later that evening at a cozy Italian restaurant in the Upper East Side. Bella sits across from Dorothy Phillips, Noah's mother, who insisted on a meeting. Dorothy, in a sensible sweater, sips her wine with a stern gaze. The restaurant hums with clinking plates and soft chatter, but the table feels like a battlefield. Dorothy, Isabella, let's be clear. Noah's got a bright future, and I won't let anyone derail it. I know about your ex, Lucas, and all the drama. You're not what he needs. Bella's jaw tightens, but she keeps her voice calm. Bella, Mrs. Phillips, Noah's my friend, nothing more. I respect him, and I'd never hurt him. Maybe you should trust him to make his own choices. Dorothy scoffs, leaning forward. Dorothy, trust him. He's blinded by you. I'm his mother, and I see trouble when it's standing in front of me. Bella stands, her voice firm. Bella, I'm sorry you feel that way, but I'm not the problem here. Good night, Mrs. Phillips. She walks out, leaving Dorothy fuming. The narrator adds a touch of humor. Dorothy Phillips doesn't back down, but Bella's not one to bow to pressure. Still, Dorothy's not done meddling, and her next move will shake things up. The next day, Bella's back at the office trying to focus. Megan Carter, her bubbly colleague, slides into the chair beside her, grinning. Megan, so, Noah's proposal? Total rom-com material. You gonna say yes or keep us all guessing? Bella laughs despite herself, shaking her head. Bella, Megan, you should direct movies, not leases. I'm just not there yet. Megan winks, but her tone softens. Megan, for what it's worth, Noah's one of the good ones. Don't let him slip away. The narrator keeps the stakes high. Bella's heart is a maze, and Noah's proposal just made it harder to navigate. But there's one place she thinks she'll find answers. A place tied to Lucas. The scene shifts to a dimly lit bar in Brooklyn, a favorite haunt of Lucas's. Bella steps inside, her breath catching as she clutches a white box. The wedding dress Lucas gave her years ago. She's wearing it now, the delicate lace trailing behind her, drawing stares from patrons. The bartender, recognizing her, raises an eyebrow. "Bartender? Bella? You okay? Looking for Lucas?" Bella's voice trembles, but she nods. "Bella, is he here? I just need to see him." The bartender shakes his head. "Bartender, haven't seen him in weeks. You sure you're all right?" Bella sinks onto a bar stool, her hands shaking. She orders a drink, her eyes scanning the room as if Lucas might appear. The narrator dives into her pain. Bella came here to confront Lucas, to demand answers, but the emptiness of this bar mirrors her heart. The dress, a symbol of their lost future, feels heavier than ever. A flashback shows Lucas giving Bella the dress box, his face lit with love. "Lucas, try it on, Bella. You'll look like a dream on our wedding day." The memory fades, and Bella downs her drink, tears spilling over. She whispers to herself, "Bella, Lucas, where are you?" The scene ends with Bella stumbling out of the bar, the Brooklyn night swallowing her silhouette. The narrator builds suspense. Bella's search for closure is leading her deeper into pain, and Noah's love hangs in the balance. But Lucas isn't as far away as she thinks, and a secret's about to break free. What happens when the truth comes knocking? Stay with us, because Bella's story is reaching its boiling point. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience on edge. The scene opens with a golden sunset over New York City, the camera gliding across the iconic skyline, settling on Central Park's Bethesda Terrace. The park buzzes with life, street vendors selling hot dogs, musicians strumming guitars, and families enjoying a community event hosted by elite property management. Colorful banners flutter, and a stage is set up for speeches and performances. Isabella Thompson, or Bella, stands near a food truck, handing out flyers, her face a mix of exhaustion and resolve. The narrator's voice, rich with emotion, pulls the audience into the final chapter. Bella Thompson has faced betrayal, rumors, and a proposal that shook her world. Her heart's been torn between Lucas Bennett, the man who broke it, and Noah Phillips, the friend who offered her everything. Today, at this vibrant Central Park event, Bella's story reaches its climax. Will she find closure, or will love surprise her one last time? Bella adjusts her blazer, her eyes scanning the crowd. She's still reeling from Noah's proposal at the resident fair and her desperate night at the Brooklyn bar, searching for Lucas in a wedding dress. The weight of her choices presses down, but she forces a smile for the residents. The narrator sets the stakes. Bella's been chasing answers, but the truth is closer than she thinks, and in this park, under the New York sky, everything she's been running from is about to catch up. Noah Phillips approaches, his expression gentle but guarded. He's dressed casually, a denim jacket over a t-shirt, but his eyes carry the pain of Bella's rejection. He hands her a bottle of water. "Noah, big crowd today. You holding up okay?" Bella nods, her voice soft. "Bella, thanks, Noah. I'm just trying to keep it together." Noah hesitates, then speaks quietly. "Noah, about the fair, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I had to tell you how I feel." Bella meets his gaze, her heart aching. "Bella, you're amazing, Noah. I'm not ready. I don't know if I ever will be." Noah forces a smile, nodding. "Noah, I get it. I'll always be here, Bella, no matter what." The narrator underscores the moment. Noah's love is a lighthouse, steady and true, but Bella's heart is still lost in the fog of her past. And that past is about to walk right into her present. The event kicks off with a speech from the property management team. Bella steps away to grab more flyers, weaving through the crowd. Suddenly, a familiar voice stops her cold. "Lucas, Bella?" She turns, her breath catching. Lucas Bennett stands before her, his face a mix of guilt and determination. He's in a tailored jacket, but his eyes are tired, carrying the weight of months apart. The crowd fades into the background as Bella stares, her heart pounding. The narrator builds the tension. Lucas Bennett, the man who broke Bella's heart, is back. But is he here to mend it, or to shatter it again? Bella's voice trembles, a mix of anger and hope. "Bella, Lucas, what are you doing here? You disappeared. You left me. Lucas steps closer, his voice low but urgent. Lucas, I messed up, Bella. I let work, pressure, everything pull me away from you. I was with Hannah, but it was a mistake. I've been sending you those flowers, trying to find a way back. Bella's eyes widen, realization dawning. Bella. The flowers. That was you? Why didn't you just talk to me? Lucas looks down, his voice breaking. Lucas, I was ashamed. I hurt you and I didn't know how to face you, but I can't lose you, Bella. You're my home. The crowd starts to notice, whispers spreading. Bella's tears spill over, but before she can respond, Hannah Reynolds appears, her presence like a storm cloud. Hannah, poised but nervous, steps forward, her hand resting on her stomach. The narrator reveals the complication. Hannah Reynolds carries Lucas's child, a secret that's kept Bella and Lucas apart. But Hannah's not here to fight. She's here to set things straight. Hannah speaks, her voice steady but kind. Hannah, Bella, I owe you an apology. What happened with Lucas, it wasn't planned. But I'm choosing to raise this baby on my own. I don't want him tied to me out of duty. You deserve to know the truth. Bella's stunned, processing Hannah's words. She looks at Lucas, searching his face. Bella, is this true? You're not with her? Lucas nods, his eyes pleading. Lucas, it's over, Bella. It was never real. My heart's always been with you. The crowd grows restless, sensing the drama. Lucas steps onto the stage, grabbing the microphone from a surprised MC. His voice echoes across the park. Lucas, everyone, listen. I hurt the woman I love, Isabella Thompson, but I'm here to make it right. Bella, you're my future, my wife, my everything. Will you give me a chance to prove it? The crowd erupts in cheers, chanting, say yes, say yes. Phones are out, recording the moment. Bella's tears flow freely, her heart torn between pain and hope. She steps onto the stage, her voice shaking. Bella. Lucas, you broke me, but I never stopped loving you. Yes, I'll give you that chance. They embrace, the crowd roaring with applause. The narrator captures the emotion. In that moment, Bella chose love over fear, hope over heartbreak. But is this the happy ending she's dreamed of, or just the start of a new chapter? The scene shifts to a quieter corner of the park, where Noah watches from a distance. His face is a mask of pain, but he forces a smile, clapping along with the crowd. He turns to leave, pausing to speak to Megan Carter, who's nearby. Noah, she's happy. That's what matters. Megan, you're one of the good ones, Noah. Don't give up on love. Noah nods, walking away as the sun dips lower. The narrator reflects. Noah's heart may be bruised, but his strength shines through. He's letting Bella go, but his story isn't over. And neither is the question of what lies ahead. The camera pans to Hannah, who's watching Bella and Lucas with a bittersweet smile. She slips away, her decision to raise her child alone a quiet act of courage. The narrator poses lingering questions. Bella and Lucas have found each other again, but can they rebuild what was broken? Will Hannah's choice bring her peace? And what about Noah, the man who loved Bella through it all? Love is never simple, and in New York it's a story that keeps unfolding. The scene transitions to a breathtaking view of the Manhattan skyline at dusk, the city lights twinkling like stars. The narrator's voice shifts to a warm, inviting tone, signaling the call to action. Bella Thompson's journey has taken us through heartbreak, betrayal, and the power of second chances. From a tattered shawl at a cocktail party to a tearful reunion in Central Park, she's shown us that love is worth fighting for, even when it hurts. But now we want to hear from you. If you were Bella, would you forgive Lucas and take him back? Or would you choose Noah's steady love? Maybe you'd walk away from both and start fresh. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read every one. The camera lingers on iconic New York landmarks, the Empire State Building, the Brooklyn Bridge, each glowing against the twilight. The narrator continues, building excitement. This is just one story of love in the city that never sleeps. If Bella's tale touched your heart, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Up next, we've got a story that'll keep you glued to your screen. A young woman caught between two billionaires, each hiding a secret that could change her life. Who will she choose? You'll have to watch to find out. The narrator wraps up with a heartfelt message. Love is messy, beautiful, and always worth the fight. Thank you for joining us on Bella's journey. Share this video with someone who believes in second chances, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, keep chasing love wherever it takes you. The screen fades to black, with soft piano music swelling, leaving the audience emotionally stirred and eager to engage.